to explain about 6 things you must do when visiting the city of Jakarta. Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, is a city full of natural beauty, culture, history, and culinary delights. Even though it has heavy traffic, you can still enjoy the charm of Jakarta in one day if you plan your trip well. This is a day trip guide in Jakarta that will help you explore the must-see place that you shouldn't miss.
The national monument, or what is abbreviated as Monas or Tugu Monas, is a 132-meter high memorial monument located right in the middle of Medan Merdeka Square, central Jakarta. Monas was established to commemorate the resistance and struggle of the Indonesian people in gaining independence from the colonial government of the Dutch Kingdom. Congratulations began on 17 August 1960, one under the orders of President Sukarno, and was inaugurated until it was opened to the public on 12 July 1975 by President Suharto. This monument is crowned with a frame covered in gold leaf which symbols the burning spirit of struggle of the Indonesian people.
Dufan Ancol Lunar Fantasy, or more popularly known as Dufan, was first opened to the public on August 29, 1986 and is the first theme park developed by the company and has had an ISO 9001 2050 certificate since February 2017. Apart from being an outdoor entertainment center, Dufan is also the largest physical entertainment area in Indonesia, which pampers visitors with a fantasy around the world. Two rogue high-tech game rides, which are divided into 9 regions namely Indonesia, Jakarta, Asia, Europa, America, Great Hikayat, Kalila, and Fantasy Light.
The Old City in Jakarta, which is also called Kota Tua, is centered on Alun-Alun Fatahillah, which is a busy square with routine performance of traditional dance. The Jakarta History Museum is a Dutch-era building with paintings and antiques, while the Wayang Museum displays Javanese wooden cubes. Glodok Village, or Chinatown, is famous for its street food, such as dumpling and fried noodles. Nearby, there are ice corners and finishing booths in the quaint Sunda Kelapa Harbor.
The Pancasila Sakti monument was built on the idea of Indonesia's second President, Suharto, built on 14.6 hectares of land. This monument was built with the aim of remembering the struggle of the revolutionary heroes who fought to defend the ideology of the Republic of Indonesia. Pancasila from the threat of communist ideology, even that occurred the G30 PKI rebellion 30 September 1965 movement by the Indonesian Communist Party is commemorated today, Saturday, 30 September 2023. Usually, the G30 PKI incident is not closely related to the historical place, namely the Pancasila Sakti monument or Lubang Buaya.
Ancol Beach is one of the most popular marine tourist destinations in Ancol. with soft, white sand and rolling sand waves. These beaches offer the perfect place to relax, sunbathe, play in the sand, or swim. Ancol means lowland with swamps where the sea is high. The water in the Ancol River will spill onto land and inundate the surrounding land, making it taste still salty. That's why at that time the Dutch called the area Zuidland or Southland.
The Istiqlal Mosque is a state mosque built during the era of President Sukarno, and its use was inaugurated by President Suharto. Its position adjacent to the Jakarta Cathedral Church is considered a symbol of interreligious tolerance in Indonesia. The Istiqlal Mosque was finally inaugurated by President Suharto on February 22, 1978. A more symbol of independence and unity of the Indonesian people was established. The standing of the magnificent buildings of the two religions next to each other shows unity in diversity. After following this guide, you will feel satisfied with your one-day trip in Jakarta. Make sure to plan well, and you'll be able to explore the many interesting places Indonesia's capital has to offer. Don't forget to bring your camera and capture precious moments during your trip. That's all from us. Happy holiday in the city of Jakarta and have fun. Bye.